Hello and welcome to the Unwritten Life. Before I sat down and puzzle a bit with you and chit chat, I wanted to show you something because oh, the lighting is horrible. I don't have ceiling lights here and it's dark and gray today. Last time I talked to you guys, I mentioned that, oh gosh, how do I show you this? This is mostly an empty wall. Ooh, lighting, cool. But I want some shelves here. And I don't think I fully managed to explain what I wanted. So I've been thinking a while on how I wanted to do this. This is my whiteboard. I initially, oh God, I'm sorry about the messy start. Okay, initially I was thinking under the whiteboard, I want some like shelves, not like just shelves on the wall, but more like a bookshelf-ish kind of situation. Kind of like standing on the floor, not just putting it on the wall. And some like cabinets and more shelves and the reason is, do you see all these boxes and all this stuff? It's a freaking mess. And to tidy that up, I need some sort of organization things here. And I was going to put some shelves under here too. And then my mom's like, oh, I didn't know you like getting your toes that painfully like kicking into. What am I trying to explain? Mom thought that I didn't like to kick stuff. And I mean, if I'm going to be standing on the floor here, writing stuff there, putting a shelf here, yes, I would be kicking it a lot. That would not be comfortable. So, new plan. Don't have anything below that, so I can easily write on my whiteboard. But this is a fairly good space. So I've discussed back and forth with myself, and I don't think I can find this anywhere to buy it, which means I have to, make it. So that's going to be interesting. I tried making a couple of storage boxes and the angles weren't exactly as they should. But point is, here is kind of like, you see the gist of it. And I put some measurements in. The lighting is like weird. But the point is, these two are going to be shelves to put like the books that I have over here, because in this box, I have a lot of different knitting books and stuff like that. And I have this whole thing, binder, full with patterns. So, those things will definitely go on a shelf. So those things will happen in these shelves, and those will probably be open. These two will be cabinets with doors, because sometimes you need the smaller stuff and you don't want it to get so much dust. So this is also going to be shelves, but with doors, hence the little dots there, because you want to be able to have a door handle to open the doors. So shelves in the bottom. And here we're going to have like 6 little cubes where I will be putting yarn, because this is just a teeny tiny amount of the yarn that I have. I have a lot of yarn. A lot of these boxes are yarn. Wool yarn, cotton yarn, yarn that's better for crochet, and I have yarn for my loom, and the creaking sound is my floor, but I have yarn for my loom. I also have in some of these boxes, there's a lot of fabric, like old curtains and stuff you put on the bed that I'm gonna tear up, and I've started with some of it, and then I'm gonna use that to make stuff on my loom. Stuff that ends up, I don't remember the English word, but stuff like that. I have not made that one, but stuff like that. I want that. So, will I be able to fit everything here? No. And that's okay, because eventually, I mean, this is where I sit now. And look, I made tea today. Yay! On the wall here, I have a big mirror that I'm gonna put up because I gotta have it somewhere. But this wall is also a fairly decent sized wall. So under the mirror, almost where the table is, except it's gonna be like to the wall. Currently, there is space between the wall and the table, but there I will have some sort of desk with drawers so I can put like all the random little things like buttons, stuff that I need, measuring tapes, like all the tiny little things. Needles and threads and all that. That would probably be in what will be here. So that is the plan. So it's not just, I could just like, oh, I'm trying to put you on the tripod now. I really hope this works. Oh no, hold on, wait. Okay, we're back in business. This is not easy because I have no way to edit videos right now. So it has to be like one go, that's it. And look, I've done a lot of my puzzle since you last saw it. The parts over, no wait, here. Video and angles and all. What you can't see, but I've done it. So this is all I have left. And the lighting, as I said, not good today because it's very gray and rainy, but it is what it is. So I need to, what will be here, like the desk with drawers? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, that I will probably buy. What goes on that wall with like the shelves and the cabinet with shelves and the like little basically squares to put yarn in, that I will try to build at some point. Do I know how to build stuff like that? No. Not at all. Really, not at all. So that's gonna be interesting. I think that's the nicest way to put it. It's gonna be interesting. So yeah, that's what I meant when I said I wanted to have shelves. Not actual shelves, like shelves you could just screw to the wall and be happy with. That's not what I wanted. So I just thought I wanted to explain. Now that I remembered to actually explain it. So yeah, it happens, you know? Can't do it all immediately, I think, maybe. God, this is, you'd think I'd do better at puzzles now, but no. Also, I got something cool to show you. Or at least I hope it's something cool. I don't really know yet, but I'm hoping. But last time we talked, I mentioned that I'd been at my parents' and I thought I was going to tell you about it, but there was no time last time because I don't know if you know, I tend to talk a lot, which makes my videos quite long. Quite long. I think I just tried that one in the exact same space. Wow, this is going to be an interesting video. Or maybe not. Who knows? We'll figure it out together. Maybe. If you stick around, we will. Oh. I didn't actually think it would fit there, but it did. Cool. So, where was I? Yeah. It's actually been like 2 weeks since I was at my parents', so, you know, better late than never to tell you about it. I am very distracted today, apparently. I have a meeting in a couple of days that I'm a little nervous about, so that is also a little distracting, I guess. And also, I'm not used to ending the puzzle doing this part. I'm used to starting the puzzle doing this part. So it feels weird. You know, when you're used to doing things one way and then all of a sudden you're trying a new way, it's an interesting thing. Very unusual. I'm quite a what you say, creature of habit. Anyway, I was gonna tell you about the visit to my parents. Apparently, it won't be much about that. So I didn't lie. I just, you know, am not very good at focusing today. Oh wait, that one goes there. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. There we go. Maybe? Yeah? Okay, cool. So, I went to see my parents because I hadn't... Does this not actually fit? Oh! It's raining. I don't know. You might be able to hear it. You might not. Who knows? You will figure it out. I had an appointment, so I might as well go see my parents when I was in kind of the vicinity. And that's always nice. I mean, they always welcome me. They always feed me good dinners. I generally make myself dinner pretty much every single day. I know a lot of people that if they live alone, they don't. But I kind of like having dinner. Eating dinner is I'm not going to say one of my favorite meals. That would be more like my mom's dinners are my favorite meals. But, so yeah, it's always nice coming back home to my parents because they always feed me very well. My mom is, in my opinion, a very good cook. She makes good dinners. My dad makes good dinners too, don't get me wrong, but mom kind of makes them more, I wouldn't say elaborate, but she and my dad make different types of dinners. I like them both, but there is no secret that I prefer my mom's dinners generally because they are, because of the meat and the turkey and the seasoning and all of it. And dad could totally make it. It just, they make different kind of dinners. And in a way it's great because sometimes I just want what my dad makes. So, you know, get a little bit of both. A little bit of everything, which is great in my opinion. But yeah, so I went to see my parents. They fed me very well, as I said. Really appreciate that every single time. And I make sure to tell them that I am very appreciative. The bed is always made when I come, or usually always made when I come there. So I just, you know, it's nice to, and probably also because I live alone, so I do everything myself all the time. And sometimes it's nice to have people taking care of you. And yeah, it's a thing. I enjoy it. Not gonna deny that. So I feel very, very lucky that I get to have that, basically. That I have parents that are willing to accommodate me when I say, hey, I have an appointment, can I stay at yours for a few nights? And they're like, yeah, sure, just come along. We'll make sure to feed you and make sure you're okay, you know? And it's really nice. And as I said, kind of especially since I live alone, it's nice to have that. I don't do it a ton because, you know, I don't live that close. I live 2.5 hour drive from my parents. So, and it's the longest furthest away that I've lived from my parents. So for me, this is like, oh my God, I live so far away. My sister lives further away from her parents, so, she might have a different point of view on that one than I do. But it's, yeah. I enjoy being able to go home to my parents and be, well, in my opinion, a little spoiled. So, I went there. They live way closer to, well, any kind of stores than I do, basically. So when I'm there, I also spend some time to go to the stores and do some shopping because that is occasionally needed. I don't wear out a ton of clothes, but I wear clothes every day and they do get worn out. And I did need some new clothes, so I made sure to make that happen when I was there. So I went a little bit of shopping. I'm not crazy about shopping. Before, I guess you could say, like many years ago. I'm not saying I was a different person, but I definitely had a different opinion about a lot of things. And some of those things were shopping. I used to enjoy shopping. And now I'm like, what in the world? If I don't ever have to shop again? Actually, that's not true. I mean, I do like to go shopping for yarn, for instance, and puzzles. Puzzles will probably never make me money. Yarn, I have sold a few things. And when I was there, I kind of knew about this, but I have officially signed up for my next market. It's in the end of November, and please keep your fingers crossed for me and that I actually sell something, anything really, because I've kind of made a new rule for myself that I don't get to buy yarn unless I kind of sell stuff, so I can kind of earn myself the, I don't know what you would call it, that I'll be allowing myself to buy some yarn because, I have quite a bit of yarn. It's in boxes. It's impossible to know what is where and kind of be organized about that, which is super annoying because I can't find anything, which is why I need to build the shelves, but I don't know how. So that's a whole different story in and of its own, I feel. But oh gosh, I'm struggling. So I signed up for a market. Oh my god, that tea was good. It is apple, cinnamon, and raisin. It's really good. I don't like green tea, but I like kind of flavored black tea, I guess you could call it. Is that what it is? I think so. Oh, no, I'm struggling again. Why is this so hard? Okay, let's see. So, yeah, I went shopping for a few things, and that was nice. I'm starting to think this one doesn't, I put it the wrong place apparently. Okay, let's, the lighting makes it so hard. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I visited my parents. It was great. I loved it. I got fed, several times a day because food's important. And my mom cut my hair because, although I do believe that, as far as I know, there is actually a hairdresser where I live. I just booking an appointment and going to such things, it's just like I never get to that point. I probably should, but it's just I never get around to it. So when I was at my parents', Mom was kind enough to cut my hair, so it's still really long, but it's so much nicer, more like straight. It was so worn out. Oh my god, it did not look good. But now it looks a lot better because my mom cut my hair. I couldn't go to a hairdresser because, as I said, I'm pretty sure we actually have one here. I just, booking appointments, or I have to remember to do it. Yeah. I mean, I'm an adult. I should be able to do stuff like that. And I am capable of doing that. It never happens. That's not true. I mean, it does happen. Just, not very often. Last time my hair was cut, my mom did that too. So, it's, it happens. So, yeah, it was such a nice trip home to parents. And I'm lucky. I feel that I get to do such things. I get to live a place that I really enjoy. I get to occasionally go home, see my parents, and just get spoiled. They feed me and just take care of me. Okay, maybe not that much, but I mean, yeah, they do take care of me when I do come visit. So that is very nice. And occasionally, my mom and I go shopping together, which is also very nice. Though I find it easier to find stuff to shop when I'm alone because I'm more focused that way. Wait, focus 20 minutes. Yeah, that's a good time. But yeah, look at me. I just finished a puzzle. Can you, no, we can't show you all of it. Oh, and also the box, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle. It's called Mountain Chalet. It's from Ravensburger. Hold on. I'm not gonna take you off the tripod again. I did that once before with a different video and I managed to cut it off. How am I gonna... Now, I think you can see all of it now. Just like, woo! I did it! I finished the puzzle! I'm very happy. I like doing my puzzles. And when I was at my parents', I got something. I've only looked at this one once, and I'm not going to show it, and I'm not going to look at it. This is the top of a box, because some friends of my parents had a cabin that they were going to sell, and this is a puzzle. And as I said, I have the lid of the box here. I don't know why they did it like this and not kept the whole box. I have no idea. The point is, I got a free puzzle. So I'm going to do this puzzle next video. Obviously not all of it. And I haven't even looked at the pieces. But I will obviously put this puzzle away before I open this. Actually, maybe not. I'm not going to... Oh, that one did not... It broke. The little rubber thingy that was supposed to hold it together. Yep, that is not been used for a while. Let's see. Oh, it's an old one. You can smell it. Oh, interesting. Oh my god. Okay, some pieces. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can show you. Look at that one. Look at a teeny tiny part there. And this one, you can see in the back, it's almost broken. And then you have, it's easier to show you in the back here, like weird shapes. I mean, weird shaped puzzle pieces. And they're not actually the thinnest, but it's like a millimeter. Can I show you properly? I don't know how. Oh, that's impossible. Can you see how thin it is? I'm sorry, that was bad filming. But anyway, it's an old puzzle. And looking at the pieces, it's gonna be an interesting one. It's been a while since I did a puzzle with, because these colors here, they're clear. These are more like less vibrant, I guess you could say. So yeah, less vibrant puzzle pieces. I'm excited to do it though, and I'm not gonna look at the box when I do it. I'm just gonna do this. Oh my god. I mean, look at the pieces. That's gonna be like, they're not gonna stick together at all. And my guess, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle. I don't know the picture, as I said. I barely glanced at it when my mom gave it to me, but I haven't looked at it since. And it's gonna be interesting. You know, it's important with interesting stuff. And I think this is this way. So, this is this way. I think this one is kind of like up. So that's gonna be interesting too. I think so. From what I remember of the glance, I think it was that way, not that way. That's kind of the only thing I remember, and it's... Yeah, no, I don't remember anything else, but I'm fairly certain it's 1,000 pieces. I do not know if all the pieces are there, so that's gonna be an interesting adventure. And since I now just looked at the pieces, I didn't even open that at my parents'. For sure they will not be locking together. So I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna do it. I might just spread everything out and go from there, I guess. I don't know. Oh, this tea is so good. Oh, and I have a long video. Okay, I did something just yesterday that I intended to tell you about, but video is getting long, so I guess I'll leave that for next time. I don't always do the most, so it's good to have something to talk about, I guess. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna, when I take it apart, it makes noise and then it won't be good filming anyway, so I'm gonna take this apart without you guys. But it's very easy. You just start like curling it up. And I also always put my puzzles in a plastic bag inside the box, because if I just put all the pieces in the box and the box were to fall down for some weird ass reason, it might be puzzle pieces everywhere. That would not be good, which is why I always put it in a bag and tie it up. So the chance of losing puzzle pieces will be a lot smaller. That's how I do it. So yeah, do you talk to your parents a lot? Are they still alive? I mean, I know people, heck, even younger than me, that do not have both parents alive still, and then I have me that have both parents alive, and people older than me that have both parents alive. It's a lot of different ways, but if your parents are still alive, do you occasionally go to visit them? Do you talk to them? Or not? I obviously hope you talk to them if they are alive, because that means you have a good relationship. Hopefully. That could go in so many different directions. Oh dear. Maybe I should stop asking about it. Anyway. I talked a lot again. I hope you have enjoyed this little video. And I hope you have a nice day. And if you have family that is alive that you get along with, tell them that you appreciate them and that you care about them. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!